If you implement this shit in your life today, you will experience immediate results. There is no doubt about it. I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth with y'all.
Hey, I hope you're doing really good.
What's up? Okay, so don't mind this little burn. It was from a hot comb. My sister was holding it haphazardly, and I bumped into it like a true Pisces. Anyway, here's 3 reasons why you're probably brilliant as fuck. You're probably the smartest of the bunch, but you still haven't gotten anywhere. People are over consuming the hell out of advice. And I feel like this is feeding into the plague of perfectionism. Everyone has these step-by-step guides on how to do things, and they probably do work. But what if they don't work for you? The best way to use the information that you consume is to just allow your process to be molded by your experiences that come from just starting. In short, you need to just do what's best for you. You have to tune your methods, behaviors, thoughts, actions, beliefs into the person that you actually want to be. Meaning you have to change your lifestyle. You have to change your ways of being. It's not just about consume, and now you have all this information, but what are you gonna fucking do with it? How are you gonna make that information valuable? The way that information is valuable is when you utilize the information in your day-to-day life and you infuse it into your habits. That's when you start seeing results, when you actually start doing things. But instead, you're just super smart. You're just super intelligent with no motivation. You're just super brilliant. You're sitting on mountains of ideas. You're sitting on mountains of knowledge, and you're not doing anything with it. And that's why your path might need different tools, different circumstances, a different mindset, because you have different experiences, because you are a unique individual. So sometimes the booklet or the manual is not going to have the answers to what it is you need to get done. Life's biggest lessons are learned in the present, in person, from the process of cause, action, and effect, okay? It's your job to shift your mind into action mode instead of wondering when life is gonna start happening for you. Don't forget that you have to be there too in order to experience your life. You know that, right? You have to be in those rooms, in those conversations, in those communities in order to build and expand in the way that you're actually capable of. And that won't happen if you're not willing to use the information that you've been consuming for so long. Number 2, you're being led by fear of failure, imperfection, of being perceived, lack of consistency. You're afraid of all of that. Accountability, judgment, the list goes on. It's time to get over the fact that you're not going to succeed the first time at every single thing that you try. Your results are not always going to be perfect, and there's nothing wrong with that. You may fear being perceived, but what I think scares people even more is the fear of being perceived as someone who is trying and even possibly failing. Some of you actually can take failure very well, but if there's an audience there, it's a different story. The person who would say, "Oh, well, I failed, no big deal," suddenly vanishes, and it turns into, maybe I should wait. I can't start that YouTube channel because I don't have that camera. I can't do this because I don't have that. It's all in your head. You're making shit up. And this delays and stunts your growth even more. There are people who see more success doing it imperfectly than there are people who are doing it perfectly. Think about that. At the end of the day, you're never gonna see success if you don't initiate the journey towards success. So whether people are watching you or not, get up and get it done. And last but not least, number trace, you're unclear, babe, on your purpose, on your desires, on your identity. You don't know who the hell you are, what the hell you want, or how the hell to get there. You seem to be trying a bunch of things and nothing's really sticking or resonating with you deep down inside. The truth is that great people tend to be great because they have a solid sense of intuition and who they really are on the inside. They have strong values and a strong sense of self. They approach their daily lives with a different set of intentions. They move with purpose and they move with passion. Work doesn't really seem like work because they're doing what they love and they tend to play to their strengths. They're never really trying to be something that they're not. This is the source of fulfillment, satisfaction, and a sense of pride that people truly want, to be honest. Sit down, get clear on how you want to feel in your life, day-to-day life, and in your long-term goals. Get clear on what brings you satisfaction and get clear on what you're good at. And I promise you, the path will unfold on its own. You're going to start moving more intentionally. You're going to start seeing different windows of opportunity in life that you probably didn't see before. All because you became clear on who you are, what you want, and why you want it. We need to stop trying to replicate other people's lives. I feel like if you know who you truly are and you know exactly what you want and you know that all you got to do is take the first step and then boom, it's a domino effect, the way that the rest of your blessings start to unfold, the rest of your opportunities start to unfold. Nothing is impossible. I feel like we constantly lie to ourselves. Like, we allow our self-doubts and our fears and our limiting beliefs to become the forefront of who we are and how we move throughout life. But in all reality, it's bullshit. I just got done talking to my homegirl about how self-sabotage can come no matter what stage of healing or growth you're in. You could think that you've done all the work. You could do all the shadow work in the world. But there are going to be moments where your old self tries to peek in. And it's like, hey, you still confident? You still got a self-esteem? You still believe in yourself? Are you sure you're capable of doing that? There's going to be moments where you lose sight of why you're doing something. And it happens to everybody. It doesn't matter how great of a person you are. You could have been somebody who won a Nobel Peace Prize. It does not matter. Everyone has moments of self-doubt, or they lose sight of what it is they're doing and why they're doing it because they are overcome with their circumstances or whatever is going on in life at that point in time. But everyone has that moment. You know what I'm saying? Where you forget, or you slip, or you fall, or something happens, or you revert back to a habit or a behavior or a belief or a thought or a system. Everyone has that moment. It doesn't matter how great you are. And so I want us to also take it to the chin when something doesn't go the way that we thought it was supposed to go. We fuck up. Players fuck up too. It is okay. Some of the best people fuck up. Kobe Bryant fucked up. Michael Jordan fucked up. Everybody has made mistakes before, but that doesn't take away from your greatness. It doesn't take away from your ability to succeed, your ability to be magnetic, your ability to attract what it is that you believe that you deserve. In fact, also, it's not even that you should have faith or believe. It's that you should start to try to know, right? When you're in the bathroom, you're not in the living room, so you can't see your couch, but you still know that it's there. So think about your blessings. You still know that you're going to get $1 million. It doesn't matter if you can't see how it's going to happen. It doesn't matter if you can't see what account it's going to land in. It doesn't matter if you can't see how the $1 million is being transported to you. Just know that it's there. Just start knowing. So when you start knowing, you start walking different, your actions are different, your behavior is different, because now you know that this money is on its way to you. You know that that weight loss is on its way to you. You know that that romantic partner is on their way to you. You know these things about what's about to happen in your life. So since you know that these things are coming, there's less pressure to chase these things. You don't have to go so hard. Now you can focus on the enjoyment of what it is you're doing. Now you can focus on the plan. Now you can focus on the first step, and then the second step, and then the third step. A lot of us are trying to focus on every single step at the same time. Don't even think about it that way. When you are making these to-do lists, focus on the first step first. Focus on what you can control. A lot of us are also worried about what we can't control. If you can't control it, why are you burning a hole in it? Focusing on what you can't control is quite literally, let's say that you're the sun and you are using your focus, which is the magnifying glass, to look at this item. You are setting it ablaze. So now it's a big fire in your life. It's a huge focus in your life. And now it's causing destruction because you've lit this fire, right? You're fueling this thing that you cannot control, that you wish was not in your life in this current moment. But guess what, babe? If you take your magnifying glass off of the thing that you can't control and you put it on something that you can control, that starts to spark. Then inspiration starts to spark. Opportunities start to become attracted. Paths start becoming clearer. There's less and less mountains and less speed bumps and less hurdles. And now you start to understand things, and things are more clear because you decided to focus on what you can control. It's like a domino effect. You know that you're going to succeed. You know that your blessings are coming. You know that you are valuable. You know that you are talented. You know that you are skilled. You know that you are worthy. You know that you are confident. You know all these things about yourself. It's just this old programming that someone or something or life itself, it's this old programming that you can't seem to let go of. You know, the great Joe Dispenza, y'all know I love me some Dr. Joe Dispenza says that you can actually be addicted to your trauma. You can be addicted to survival mode. You can be addicted to self-sabotage because it's comfortable there. You're used to it. You've been doing it for so long. And now you can't see life without it because it doesn't feel safe. Because who am I if I don't self-sabotage? It feels like your identity is being snatched away from you when someone takes away your trauma, when someone takes away your pain, or when someone takes away these terrible things that you say to yourself, these self-degrading things. Oh, I'm lazy. I'm a procrastinator. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm blah, blah. I'm broke. Blah, 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 blah. I'm terrible with money. All these things that you affirm about yourself on the regular. If we take away all those negative, traumatic things, who are you then? That's what it's time for you to figure out. It's time to figure out who the fuck you are. It's time to figure out what the fuck you want. And it's time to figure out how to fucking get it. So just give yourself 1 to 2 to 3 days. Sit down, write down all the answers to those questions and figure it out. Do it scared. Do it unprepared. Do it imperfectly. Do it not ready. Just do it. You are going to find the answers. I promise you, the answers are in the experience. Hashtag the answers are in the experience. That is the lesson of the day. So yeah, I just had to share this realization today, y'all. I got a platform and I'm gonna use it. And I got a message and I'm gonna share it. And you're gonna sit and you're gonna listen because I promise you are going to get value from this message. If you don't implement at least one thing from this video, it's self-sabotaging. And there's a reason you clicked on this video, because you know you're fucking brilliant. You know you're fucking amazing. You know what you're capable of, but you're still in the same situation, saying the same thing, doing the same shit with the same people. Terrible habits, thinking the same limiting beliefs, having the same self-doubts, having the same fears. You gonna have them same fears forever, or you just gonna conquer that shit? What are we finna do? What are we doing? Anyways, I hope that you took at least one thing from this video. All right? Go implement some shit. Love you, love you, love you. Bye. Yeah.